Y'all ever been around somebody and the energy is just off? You're like, I don't really know what's going on here, but it feels really off. It could be a place that you're in and you're like, it feels off here. Energetically, it feels off. Or it could be a relationship, it could be a friendship. It's just not serving you, and your body is screaming, run, run. But you gaslight yourself and you stay in that situation, place, or thing, and it does not serve you. And then you look back in hindsight and you're like, my body was trying to tell me that that does not serve me, or it gave me a red flag, and I just ignored it. That's what we're going to talk about today, all right? Not necessarily paying attention to red flags, but paying attention to how your body, your energy shifts around certain people and places and things, all right? I'll give y'all a little bit of a story for me. I was dating a guy a few years ago, and when I used to pull up into his driveway, I just always was filled with anxiety, like all the way through my body. And I would sit in the car, take a few deep breaths, and then I would finally get out, go up to his apartment, and we would hang out. And unconsciously, I was realizing that I was masking and putting on the mask to be perfect and just what he wanted and everything he wanted in order to be around that individual. But that sitting in the car and feeling panicked to go see someone, that was literally my body screaming, telling me that this person is not for me. But I did not understand how to pay attention to that. I didn't have the mind-body connection with myself to understand, like, that's my body trying to keep me safe. So I ignored it for years. for years, I ignored it. And in hindsight, I'm not with that individual, but I look back and I'm like, oh my God, I used to always get anxious around this guy. I used to always feel anxious driving to his house and parking in the parking lot. You know what I mean? And I'm like, no wonder that didn't work out. If I would have paid attention to that nudge that my spirit was giving me in the beginning, I could have saved myself a lot of heartache. You know what I mean? But sometimes we just don't know these things until we experience it. So in life, of course, we are to experience people, experience things, and that's how you'll know, like, okay, this serves me, this doesn't serve me. But also, don't keep repeating the same thing over and over again, all right? The common denominator is you, right? So you want to learn from those moments where you're feeling like a nudge in your spirit saying, I don't think you should go here, or I don't think you should do that, or maybe we should go to this place. It's a lot of work to work on trusting your intuition. And the more that you do it, the better you'll have a better relationship with yourself and the divine. It can flow through you, and you could take less judgment from hearing something that's saying, go this way, go that way, do this, do that. Maybe you should go to this cafe today. Maybe you should go, to this place. Instead of feeling like, dismissing it, you'll start following that, aka your intuition, and it'll lead you into some really beautiful places. Trust me, I know. I've been leaning more into leading with my intuition and what feels right for me, and it never leads me astray. It takes you to one, kind of like get out of your own mind and think that you kind of know it all in a way. And one, you have to be tapped in, right? Like, you have to know what your spirit's voice sounds like, or what God or the divine or whatever divinity you choose to call the Most High. You have to tap into that energy first. And then once you tap into that energy, you can know what that voice sounds like, and you can separate it from your own voice. And then have that separation between the divine and you. Sorry, I almost lost my train of thought. But yeah, you'll know that's me talking, and then you'll know that's the divine talking. So how do you do that, right? So for me, when I think about with the divine, it feels very still when I hear when I hear the universe speak with me, or God or my higher self speaking to me, it feels very still and it's calm. It's not yelling at me. It's not mean or judgmental. It's just very much like what they say is what they say. And it's just like very clear, you know? So once you work on having that relationship, it'll be better for you to follow that voice because you'll know that's my intuition, and that's not going to lead me astray. That's going to lead me into some really beautiful places. All right. So then after that, you'll trust yourself more, right? We doubt ourselves a lot. We doubt we're indecisive. Hello. And we doubt if we're capable. We put a lot of fear into things that God or the universe is leading us to do. And so when you get that relationship with yourself in the divine and it's in a flowy state, it's like you lead me, I'm going. Or you'll say maybe sometimes, I want to do this today. This is my intention. Can you lead me on a path that fits me best for this intention that I'm trying to set? How can I go about this if this is my goal? Whether it be a job or a relationship or kids or whatever, right? You set your intentions and you speak with the divine, and you let them provide the answers for you. And it's just a flow. It's a beautiful flow, and it'll create that trust. And once you have self-trust, you can begin to heal your inner child, because usually our traumas come from parents or places or things, because there's a lot of things that can contribute to trauma, but typically childhood trauma starts in the home, right? Not trusting yourself, not trusting your intuition. And so when you start to trust yourself, it heals your inner child, because that little kid in you is feeling confident in being themselves, and they're closer to the divine than anything. Children are so pure and so beautiful, and so that will heal that inner child relationship. And so even sometimes your inner child will lead you to places where your inner child will feel like, I want a toy, or I want to play, or I want ice cream after we go work, or something like that. Sometimes I feel my inner child saying, let's go grab ice cream, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And we have that relationship where it's like, okay, I can do that. We can reward, whatever adult behaviors that I'm doing in this current space, for my inner child from behind, that may feel like that void was not necessarily met. Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So as a now adult who listens to her inner voice, and my nervous system is becoming more and more regulated every single day as I slow down, take my time, realize that there's no need to rush. I don't have to do it right now. And when I do it with ease. So you'll grow that trust with yourself. And then when you go out into the world and you deal with people and you meet people, whether for friendships or relationships, it's a lot easier to get into relationships and friendships, because you have that trust with yourself, and you know when something feels off in your energetic realm, your nervous system, so on and so forth, right? Because you understand that if your spirit starts to be like, you'd be like, all right, that person is not for me. Let me, back it up, give a little distance to the situation, and you can observe, but don't get too close to it, especially if you have heard that it's not for you, right? And don't lead anyone on as you are putting boundaries in place to not being open to that connection, right? Yeah, that has helped me a whole lot in building friendships and in my pursuit for love, or to have a potential love interest, right? While I'm out here dating, I'm also like, okay, that feels good to my nervous system. That doesn't feel good to my nervous system. This doesn't give me red flags. This does give me red flags. And I pay attention to how my body feels. If I feel calm, if I feel safe, if I feel heard and seen, and just all the things, right? So, on the flip side of that is friendships and relationships that actually feel really good to your nervous system. This is top tier. I have a few friendships, and I've expressed that to my friends that I don't feel nervous around them at all. I feel completely comfortable, like I can be myself. To know me is to know that I will talk in an accent in 2.2 seconds. I love a British accent. We're not friends if I've never spoken with you in a British accent. Sorry to the Brits out there. It's just what we do. But y'all do it to us too. I digress. Anyway, it feels really good to have your nervous system be regulated around someone, especially in loving partnerships. When you feel like you can unmask around someone and just melt and just be your authentic self, that feels so amazing. And I wish that upon everyone, because to feel appreciated, to feel loved, to feel seen and heard without other expectations, if you know what I mean. It's just like such an amazing feeling. You can unmask and just be your complete and whole self. And what more is there to this than the ultimate? What I'm trying to say is that this is just what love is. This is like the ultimate epiphany of the human experience, if you ask me, is just love. That is love at its core. Whether you have known the person for a short time or a long time, that is my goal, is to always make someone feel safe and to feel comfortable, never to judge them or to make them feel like the oddball out, and just to bring them into an environment that is calm and relaxing, where they can just unmask themselves and just be completely and wholeheartedly who they are. I believe that that's what we need more of. And that's why a lot of people are mad out here, They're having to mask up and just put on a persona of who they are 24/7. And that's why a lot of people are miserable. I really do believe that. But I think that if we make more space to not judge people and to be kinder and just be inquisitive, right? Ask people questions, and just get in deeper than just the surface level, superficial stuff. You'll be able to see like a whole lot more, or have a whole lot more beautiful experiences with people. Come on, baby. Come on, Steve. Yeah, they're my team. Guys, this is Nano. Nano, say hi to the people. Hi, baby. This is my big boy, Nano. He is 5 years old. He is an orange tabby. He's quite big. But this is my baby. I love you. Hi. He will be 6 in September. And he is my everything. I love you. So yeah, everyone literally just wants to feel seen and heard. I feel like most people, no matter how high up in a company you get, or in success or fame, whatever have you, no matter where you are in life, everyone just wants to be seen and heard and appreciated. Everyone has an inner child inside of them that wants to be validated and wants to feel like they have a gift that they want to show you, and they want you to be just as equally excited about them showing you that gift. And that gift could look like art. That gift can look like a poem, a movie script. It could look like clay making. It can look like pattern design, fashion, just all the things. It can look like wood making, just anything. Getting excited about cars, sports. Sports is a big one, right? Like whatever it is, it's just look at it like that. This is a inner child that just wants to show me their toy, just wants to show me their gift that God has given them. And they want you to be excited about that gift like they are. So be interested in what other people get excited about. That's how you create space for them. It's like, oh, really? How does that work? And don't make them feel stupid when when they are asking you questions about the gift that you have and they don't know anything about it. You know, just be loving and just be like showing someone how to do something at a very beginning level, and that inquisitive nature of just like, how did you get there? When did you start doing this? When did you know you had this talent? When did you begin building this thing, or maximizing on it? And just being inquisitive. But I think making space for people to feel non-judgmental, not judge, whatever. It's just like the epiphany of love. I love non-judgmental people, by the way. That is like one of my love languages, if there was one. Like holding space and being non-judgmental creates the best friendships and the best lovers, friends, whatever. All the things. Yeah, that's so beautiful to me. I wish the world were more like that. I wish more people were like that. But we're all healing, I feel. I feel like the women of the world have shifted their objectives to kind of being less accessible and just less accessible to just any man out there. And I feel like that is really healing the globe, to be honest, because the patriarchy is having to get their stuff together in order to have access to women now. And I feel like that is what's creating more men that are, along with some just, also wanting to tap in and to heal themselves. But I feel like, for the ones that do it for the appeasement of women, to appease women, women cutting off that access is now demanding that men go get their stuff together. And I think that is helping them to go heal as well. So if we both are healing, then we can come together as a unit in the future and just be stronger and better for each other, because we all deserve equality. We all deserve to be seen, be heard, and have our nervous systems regulated. See how I just brought that all the way back? Full circle, you know what I'm saying? And I also have notes right here. Y'all, I have to have Virgo in my chart somewhere, because I like to be organized, clean and organized. And I like to kind of write things down so I can bring it right back to the topic at hand, because I will rabbit hole into 50,000 different fucking subjects. And if you're not on the train, you'll miss the plane. I know that's two types of transportations, but that's the point, is that I will go all over the place. But if you rock with me and if your brain works like my brain, then it's just an experience. And that's cool as hell too. It's not like the destination is just this one place. It's like, take the whole trip, take the whole journey. This is me unmasking, which I love. I feel like me being more authentic and me unmasking, I see so many of my quirks. I've been holding in quirky Chanelle for years. editing the heck out of videos when I mess up and I say something wrong, or I don't like when I look this way, and da 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 da. And now I just be like, I don't care. I'm going to upload it. It does not matter. I don't care. Just get it out. I'm less judgmental of myself, and I'm just like, yo, this is just who I am. I am, not, I was gonna say a nerd. That's why I was like, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not a nerd. I'm just me, and there's no one else like me, and there's no one else like you. You know what I'm saying? So no matter what you are, whether it be on the spectrum, ADHD, neurodivergent, neurospicy, we can put whatever freaking label we want on any of these things. We are all inexperienced. So if you're gonna get on this ride, honey, let's buckle up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like creating space to let people be as weird and quirky and just as free as they want to be is just so cool to me. I will never try and stop someone from being like themselves. I'm going to probably feed into it. If you're being erratic, I'll probably be erratic right along with you, as long as it's safe and it's not jeopardizing anyone. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, have some fun. Be a little whimsy. You know what I'm saying? Lots of whimsy over here. A lot of whimsical stuff going on over here. And just even that, back in the day, I used to be like, cut, redo, let me record that part over again. Now I don't care. In this video, I'm not even going to really edit much. Anyway, see, I'm rabbit holing. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'll see you guys next week on time. On Sunday. The thing is, I have to listen for the messages, because it literally would be something that's on my heart strong for like a week, and then I have to like computerize how to take that message into a talk. And so sometimes I'm up here still and I'm trying to turn it into like a thing that makes sense to others. So I feel like I kind of know what next week's subject is going to be, because I just feel things that my spirit is just like, this is what you need to talk about this week. This is what I'm hearing my spirit speak with me about. You know what I'm saying? What was the thing? They took it away. You got to tune in next week just to hear it. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos. These are fun for me. These are light editing and whatnot. And it's just a way to like let you guys in on who I am. And I hope you've watched this whole video, no matter how long it is. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, I appreciate all of you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for rocking with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day. And July is halfway gone, so honey, get out, enjoy, get some air, get out the house. I am debunking that I am an introvert. I'm not an introvert. I just have grown to not like people a lot during the pandemic, and I used to be outside all the time, and I am unlearning being an introvert and being in the house. So I am pushing myself more and more and more to just getting out the house and being more extroverted, because it's a skill set. And the more that you teach your brain how to do something, the better you get at it. How am I going to be more sociable if I don't go be social, huh? So get out, get some sun, wipe your ass, say hi to your friends, text your mom. Love y'all. I'm just going to keep going on, so I'm just going to end the video. Love you guys. I'll see you next week, and have a beautiful day. Oh, coming up next, we have Cartagena. That's going to be, not Cartagena, we're going to do Medellin first, and then Cartagena. So you'll have the whole Colombia vlogs from when I went this past November for my birthday. I had a ball. Okay, a lot of ups and downs, but it was a ball. All right, so those will be all YouTube shorts mostly, and then after that I'm gonna be dropping some solo trip tips, like accessories, what to bring, what's popping this year, what I'll be doing, where I'll be traveling to. I do have a trip booked, or about to be booked, for November. Big trip, big things agwan. I'm so excited for my birthday this year, for my trip that I'll be taking. But I'm gonna head out, edit this video, and put it up before it gets too late. Love you guys. See you in the next chit chat. All right, bye.